Positively Muskegon, Andy O out on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. I am at the Farview Acres Farms with Jennifer Luttrull earlier, well, it was last week, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
I saw on Facebook that some new faces popped in
Absolutely.
to the Farview Acres Farm. Talk up nice and good and loud.
Absolutely. About 2 weeks ago, we welcomed the first foal out of 3, a colt out of one of our large Clydesdale mares. And we had 2 more coming. And we actually have one Shire colt that was born last Sunday, and then the last one was born last Thursday.
During all this, I mean, when it's foaling time, it gets busy around the farm. Is that correct?
Yeah, we don't sleep.
You don't sleep?
No, during the week we sleep about 3 or 4 hours. That's it. We take shifts watching the horses 24/7. They do give birth in a matter of 90 seconds at times. So
it's that quick?
It's that quick, yes.
But you got to keep an eye on them for when
We
the
do.
whole process starts, because you
Yes.
kind of have to be there to help.
Absolutely. A lot can go wrong, and you certainly want to be there and assist to make sure that the foal is all right, that everything goes the way it's supposed to go.
When these foals were born this year, one of them lost their mom.
That is correct.
Is that while she was giving birth?
Yes,
Really?
absolutely. Yeah, there's always a small percentage of something going wrong, and unfortunately this was an older mare, and in her case the baby, as she was exiting the womb, actually put a foot through her uterus.
Oh.
And she ended up bleeding to death in a matter of about 10 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long had she been with you?
She had been with us for about 7 years.
Yeah.
We had 3 other boys, colts out of her, so this was going to be her last foal, and we were going to retire her just to the lesson part of our farm after this.
Yeah. Is it tough?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's nothing that you want to see. It shakes you to the core. It makes you wonder why you do that to yourself for a while.
Yeah.
But we have a good network of breeders that have been through the same thing. That'll come together and say, you know, you can't quit breeding because of that. It just
Right.
it happens.
When you breed these horses, are they bred for? I mean, you sell some, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if somebody was in the market to find a nice horse, they'd come here.
Absolutely, yeah. We're pretty small-time breeders. We never have more than 3 foals at any given time.
Yeah.
I like to spend a lot of personal time with my horses, and it just makes them that much more special, that much more people-oriented, and we like that.
Talk a little bit about when Mom died, the new baby came along. How's he doing now?
He's doing great. We're working pretty much daily with our vets. We're making sure he gets fed. We feed him 8 times a day, every 3 hours on the clock. So we take shifts. Somebody feeds at midnight, I feed at 3, somebody else feeds at 6 in the morning. He's gaining weight, he's socializing. We have him with one of the other mares that had a foal, and she accepted him. So he's certainly learning what it means to be a horse, and he's got a little buddy to play with. So
We were in the barn a couple of minutes ago, and you know, there was a little nipping going on,
Yep.
and they're trying to start to kick a little
Absolutely.
bit. So
Yep.
like any other kids.
Absolutely, they need to learn their boundaries, and they
Yeah.
need to learn to interact, and there's just nothing that us humans can do to an orphan to teach that.
Yeah.
And that was the most important part. We didn't want to raise this horse on its own. We were just so fortunate to have these other mares, and especially this mare, being very kind and gentle and just taking him on, and she'll be able to teach him what it means to be a horse and how to be respectful.
Yeah.
And that's the important part.
The biggest part of all.
Absolutely.
When the news broke that this pony lost his mom, what was the reaction?
It was very overwhelming. We've lost horses before, so we have a certain protocol what needs to happen. In this case, the horse once again died in the stall, so you need to get the horse out of the stall. You know, it's
Yeah.
not something that you want to think about at that time, but it has to get done. So I have certain people that I can call, and I was very fortunate to have people like Flo and a bunch of others that I could just call literally at midnight on a Sunday and saying, this is what happened, we need help quickly. And in a matter of half an hour, we had a tow company lined up that came out to pull the horse out. We had people lined up, they were going to come out and help. We had somebody lined up to bury Mama in the morning. And by morning, I had about 50 or 60 people lined up that said, I don't know what to do, but I want to help.
Whatever
Just
it
tell me,
takes.
whatever it takes. It was just really overwhelming. I'm lucky I have a great team where I work at Family Farm and Home. Around 9 in the morning that day, I had texted them that they knew what was going on, and they actually had put money together, and they donated basically all the foal milk that he will need until he's weaned. Didn't cost us a penny. They didn't ask for anything. They just went to different stores and bought everything we needed, no questions asked, and dropped it off right here. I mean, it was just absolutely amazing. That's not what we expected. To us, it's a grave loss, but to have the community come together and feel the loss that we were feeling over losing that mare, it was very humbling.
It's a remarkable thing that sometimes these sad events are the things that bring us
Yes.
together the way that they do. So let's talk about the future for this pony. I mean,
Sure.
he's adjusting fine. Everything
Yes.
seems to be okay.
Yep.
Down the line?
Down the line, we're given a time right now. This is a time where even as breeders, we want to step back and just watch them and get to know them. You know, who are you? What's your character like? Every horse is a bit different, and it's going to take a while for that to come out. Our main focus is going to be to make sure that he gains weight, you know, that he continues to have a good time with his little, we call it his daycare. You know, every day he goes to daycare with the other mare, and that he just learns what it means to be a normal horse. You know, horses are, unlike us, they're not that inclined to mourn the loss of the mother. To him, he lives in the right now and then. He doesn't worry about what happened in the past. He's just trying to be a horse right now. So we need to make sure that he's properly socialized, that he's, you know, feeding properly, that he's gaining weight, and that's really all we worry about at this point. It's too soon to make any sort of, you know, ideas what's going to happen.
Down the line, somebody's interested in getting a horse, or
Sure.
their daughter's interested in getting a horse, that type thing.
Sure.
Are these the kind of horses that kids are, or are these work horses, more or less?
These are work and riding horses. You'll
Yeah.
be amazed how many horses we sold for riding. We have one gelding that is down in Florida with the volunteer mounted police. We had him out of a mare, and then we have another colt from that mare we lost. He's down in Florida, and he'll be part of an alligator hunting group.
Really?
So these horses are so versatile, it's amazing. You can do
An alligator hunting group?
An alligator hunting group,
How
yes.
about that?
Yes.
You'd think they wouldn't go hunting, would you? I mean,
They do. They're very bold. They're very human oriented. You can't really scare them.
Yeah.
You know, they want to work. They're bred to work with humans. They're
Yeah.
working horses, so they really thrive on that. You can do practically anything you want with them.
That's awesome. What
Yes.
would you like to leave Muskegon with? Everybody that rallied around you at your time of need, and I mean, what would be your final word?
I would just say thank you, but no thank you in the world will really express what that meant to us at
Yeah.
that moment. You know, it's one of those times that you never want to go through as a breeder. You never want to have happen, but to feel that throughout this entire day we had support. People were sending out prayer requests. People were, you know, asking, what do you guys need? What do you need help with? To have that kind of a network, we never in our wildest dreams thought that as a horse farm somebody would actually do that for us.
Pretty
So
amazing
it's
place we live in here.
Pretty
Muskegon.
amazing it is, yes.
place.
Most certainly.
It's Farview Acres Farms out here on it's Mount Garfield
It's
Road.
East Mount Garfield,
Yeah.
yep.
Beautiful place. We just got to look at the horses. You've seen a couple of pictures here. More details are on Positively Muskegon. Jennifer, we wish you the best.
Sure.
Thanks for sharing this story and talking about the people that all rallied around you. Kind of what
Thank you.
makes everything great here in Muskegon. Jennifer, thanks.
Thank you very much.
You bet.